Group. Good morning to you, Professor. When it comes to the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine and the comments from the boss, I mean that is really quite something if it proves to be the case.
Yes, I'm always a little bit cautious when it comes to pharmaceutical companies. I'd rather hear from the scientists. But look, the good news at the moment is we have excellent vaccines. We're all hoping that the AstraZeneca Oxford vaccine will come on stream very soon. And of course, this is much easier to deliver than the other RNA vaccines, and so GP surgeries will be able to roll this out. So that's very good news. We obviously must run massive vaccine and health promotion campaigns, particularly adjusting these for different black minority ethnic groups who may be skeptical about the use of the vaccine. And obviously we want to reach out urgently, not only to the 12 million people who are over 65, but also to the frontline health workers, the teachers, bus drivers, taxi drivers, and the like. So, that's the big challenge. But the immediate challenge is that we have this UK variant. We also have two other variants in South Africa and Nigeria. And our own variant is now spreading across Europe as people have travelled. And we know that this variant increases the amount of virus in a person's nose probably threefold, and that accounts for the big increase in transmission. And the worry about the increased transmission is it's going to make it much more difficult to get the R value, that's the rate at which this is spreading, which is well above 1. It's going to be difficult to get it down below 1. And it will also increase the amount of the coverage of vaccine that you need to achieve herd immunity. And we don't yet know the effect of Christmas on super spreader events. And we will see in the coming week, I fear, an increase in the transmission and the number of people with the infection.
In terms of Christmas, I mean, it's obviously different rules for different parts of the UK and different tiers and all the rest of it. But 18 million people couldn't have anyone round at Christmas at all. Huge swathes of the population could only see people on Christmas Day. Will that last-minute change of the rules actually have made a big difference in stopping the virus spreading?
The answer is we don't really know, because we don't know exactly how people have followed the last-minute instructions. We certainly know yesterday from the figures just from England and Wales there were 35,000 cases, and that may have been under-reporting because of the holiday period. The levels are much, much higher in the east of England, in London, southeast, South Wales, at really, very, very high rates. And, in addition, the Christmas effect could be sizable, but we won't know that for the next few days. We won't know the impact of that on hospitalizations for another week or two, and then, of course, deaths. But the only good news is that, the death rate in this second surge has been about half of that it's been in the first surge back in April and May for various reasons.
Obviously, there is hope on the horizon, and obviously getting the vaccine out to millions of people is going to be the key to this, and the Oxford trial, helps significantly on that front. But you mentioned the information campaign earlier on, and particularly with Black and Asian minority ethnic groups. Why do you think there is a significant skepticism, or appears to be at least, within some ethnic groups, and how do we tackle that?
Well, I mean, it's, different cultures have different views about health behaviour, and, many people come from traditional backgrounds where they are a little bit sceptical of vaccination, but actually, if it's explained carefully and well, if you look at, routine immunisation rates across Africa and Asia, they're actually very high. In some cases, for example, with measles, actually higher than in the UK. So this is more a feature of getting a good health promotion campaign out there, which is tailored to different groups, having the right people promoting it. And I think we'll see that the uptake of this vaccine will be good.
Just very briefly, are you feeling quite hopeful following this latest news?
Well, I've always been hopeful that I think all our vaccines that we've seen tested have actually had excellent results. So I am hopeful in the medium to longer term. I think, but we've got 2 or 3 months to get through, which could be more difficult than we think because of the impact of Christmas, because of this new variant, and the fact that we've got to get things under control in the immediate term, and that's going to raise some difficult issues, I think, in the next 2 weeks, for example, over decisions about going back to school and college and university.
Professor, good to talk to you. Thank you.